Hello, I'm Robert Daws and I'm an actor, and I've been asked to say a few words about the London Acting School, which I'm delighted to do, and the few words I've chosen are, what a splendid idea. I think in these times of crisis for the arts across the board, not only through this year of COVID, but actually moving on with the threat of grants to education, to university, to training in general, to the arts, that we are now facing. I think the creation of somewhere like the London Acting School is as important as it's ever been. Yes, I did train. I trained at RADA sometime in the middle of the last century and had a fantastic time. I think equipped me with all the things I needed to go venture out into the world as a young actor in those days, working in rep and working through reps for years and first televisions and all the things that young actors do as they grow up and in my case grow old in the profession. Well, Noel Coward famously said, "Learn your lines and don't bump into the furniture," which I always think is pretty sound advice. But every school, an academy, every area of that teaches acting have their own approaches to this. RADA, I think, was fairly open about it. It presented us with many different acting methods and approaches to acting, and allowed you to choose the ones that resonated to you in particular, and leave the ones that didn't. Oh my God, the highlight of my career, where can I start? I mean, I've been very lucky, I guess. Working at all, I think, is the number one highlight, as most actors will probably tell you, and the ability to do good work is extraordinary. Pleasure when it materialises. The world is fortunate to have thousands upon thousands of gifted actors, and the United Kingdom has more than its fair share. The one thing about acting, and certainly if you have a career of any longevity, you get to work with the most remarkable people. And again, I won't name names because there have been so many, and I would be going on for hours and hours in my anecdotage, which would not achieve anything very much, I'm afraid. But I have to say, yes, there are the most exceptional people out there working, and every time you get a new job and you look down at the cast list, even if you don't know anyone, you soon find out how talented your fellow actors are. But sometimes you pick up a cast list and there are two or three names and you go, oh, this is going to be special, I hope. And it usually is. Are arts valuable in society? Well, I think I've covered that, really. I think they're immensely valuable, and they are underestimated by government at their peril, I think. But it's has always been and continues to be a very hard corner to fight. As they're not considered essential. Well, many people working in the arts would disagree with that. The huge benefits that the arts provide, not least of all as a billion-pound industry in the UK, is well documented. But the other effects it has are just entertaining, helping, therapy, bringing people out of themselves, the joy of community. I mean, many headings can be given to what the arts do, and hopefully will continue to do so. And that is why something like the acting school is so important. Against the present backdrop, it's essential that new growth begins, new ventures begin. If you weren't an actor, what would you be? Well, of course, I'd be a brain surgeon or something. I don't know. I think it's been credited to Derek Jacobi, who said something along the lines of, if you want to be an actor, don't bother. If you have to be an actor, then you will be. And thinking that, certainly as a younger actor, you clear the decks of any other possibilities. Doesn't mean you don't do a lot of other work along the way, because jobs can be few and far between. So you do learn to have other jobs, but not necessarily the jobs you want for life. So it's thumbs up to the London Acting School. The two esteemed gentlemen who set it up and are going to be running it have my complete and utter admiration, and I wish them well, and all students who get a chance to study there. Cheerio.